Hey there, you lovely people, and welcome to something I've been wanting to do for a little while now. It is Football Manager 2021. Now, I'm really excited to do this. I'm going to be doing a season with Liverpool, of course. Please ignore the terrible manager avatar that I have made. Been wanting to do this for such a long time. Been playing Football Manager, not consistently, but on and off for at least 6-7 years now, and it's the first time I'm going to be able to actually record it and do a season for you and show you how Football Manager works if you're not familiar with it, or maybe even if you are. I'm no expert, and trust me, you're going to be better at it than I am probably. So I know enough about Football Manager and I've played it enough to know what I'm talking about. So first time I'm ever going to be doing this, of course, so it's going to be a work in progress of what I show and what gets cut. I'm still working out what's going to be best for that. I'll be skimming over the friendlies to get to the action as soon as possible. You'll still see the results of those friendlies and the goal scorers, but I'm not going to show you the in-game of those. And we're going to see how things go by just showing the match highlights similar to how I do FIFA and PES, and not the bits in between, as it makes a match last up to like 10 minutes. And it adds really little, I feel, than just watching me mess about in menus for a bit. So we're playing as Liverpool. This is going to be really good. I'm very excited. So please leave a like and subscribe if you're excited for this. So we've been over the Liverpool squad a million times on this channel, as is everybody else. Everyone knows the Liverpool squad. So we're just going to go over the important bits that we need to talk about. So you can see here is our injury list. Alisson, Keita, Ox, Thiago and Van Dijk all start out injured in Football Manager, which isn't ideal, of course. Van Dijk is likely to miss the entirety of the season, whereas the other four should be back within a few months. So looking at the squad, Karius is out on loan and will be set to be released when his contract expires. Moving a bit further down the team here, I'm going to want Naby Keita to be put onto the transfer list, as well as Jorginho Wijnaldum, because he's leaving in real life, of course. And so we're going to be going into his transfer bits and pieces and putting him to offer to clubs for... So he's worth 36.5 million according to Football Manager. And so I'm not going to do anything ridiculous here. I'm just going to put him to be a pretty reasonable transfer, 34 million, and see if anything comes in for him. Yeah, don't show that again, accept it. Then Keita will want to go onto the transfer list. I'm not a big Keita fan personally, and I think we should move him on in real life as well. So we'll do the same thing with Keita, but he's worth 41 million, amazingly, to be honest. But we're going to also move him on for a similar-ish price, maybe a bit more than Genie, because he's worth a bit more, apparently. Further down the squad, Shaqiri as well. I'm going to look to move on. I'm a big fan of Shaqiri, but I do think that Liverpool should probably be looking to do better than someone that maybe only appears 15 times in the season. 33.5 million for him as well, but I'm going to be on the look for about 25 for him. And then finally, Divock Origi, who is a undoubtable Liverpool legend for the things that he has done, but 33 million as well. But he also needs to move on for me. We'll be getting him for about 23 and seeing if anyone wants to come in for him. Then we have a few other things we've got to take care of here. So I've got to go into the all players section up in the top there to add a few of the players that are for some reason attached specifically to the academy and not to the starting squad, the first team. So we'll start by moving this position. So the first one I want to change here is going to be Nathaniel Phillips, who for some reason is not a senior player. But I'm also going to, for pretty much all of these, going to make them available for an hour of reserve team football, as they're not going to be starting many for us. But I want them to be fit enough in case I do need them. Another one here is Nico Kostas Tsimikas as well, that I forgot to do it while I was on the screen at this time, but I did change Tsimikas as well into being a first teamer. Who else have we got down here? Oh no, he's out on loan. Kabak is another one that I forgot to do here, but again is attached to the youth team, and so I've put him into the senior squad, of course. Ben Davis as well, moving to the senior squad, but available for reserve games as well because he's not going to play too much either. You can see that we've got to deal with a few contracts. I am going to offer Genie a new contract, but we're going to set for release Loris Karius. There's an extension we can trigger for Adrian for another year, and I will do that as well. And Nathaniel Phillips is going to get offered a new deal because how he's been in real life, I can't not give him a new deal. So we need to just skip through all that. Yet, fringe player is perfectly fine in the contract negotiations. He's not asking for an arm and a leg. He's barely asking for half an arm. So we will accept all that. And yeah, we will offer Genie a new contract, but still keep him on the transfer list to see if anyone is interested in him. Club vision, they want to play attacking and entertaining football, maintain the club status as the most reputable team in England, and work within the wage budget. They want to win the Premier League, reach the FA Cup final, don't care about the Community Shield or the Carabao Cup, but reach the semi-final of the Champions League as well. It's ambitious, but I'm an ambitious man, and we are going to be going with what they want from us. Now, I want to show you how transfers very quickly work in FM21. So, just looking at someone like Ismaila Sarr at Watford, we want another forward player, so I'm looking at, he's worth 14, so I'll offer 16, suggest terms, and 68 bloody million. So, Football Manager, they're very strange and inflated with their prices, so we've got to be a bit more clever. You see, we've only got a £17 million transfer budget as well, which is not great. And I'll make a board request to increase the transfer budget, go to the inbox, and you'll see it's been rejected instantly. We need to earn some money through a couple of sales and through winning matches of football. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at with the squad. Currently, Wijnaldum will stay in the midfield alongside Henderson and Fabinho. Adrian is in goal for now with Alisson's injury. Robertson and Trent at full back, of course. It's Gomez and Matip because of Van Dijk's injury. And Mane, Salah and Firmino up there. I would like to bring in a backup striker because I want to move Origi on. And who knows, maybe even replace Firmino at some point down the line. But for now, he will be starting as the deep-lying forward on attack. Change a couple of their play styles here at the moment, but that should be a good enough team to move forward. So we've had a couple of offers for Genie in already. 34 million from Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. I'll accept both of those. And no, I don't want Chelsea or Arsenal to match their bids because I don't want them to go to another English club. Inter have offered 13.75 for Origi. It's not good enough, so we'll reject that and we'll just move forward. It's not good enough offer for me. At least 20 million for him. See that Shaqiri or Keita did not attract any interest, and so then what we have to do is adjust our expectations or leave them as they are and hope something changes with that. So Keita might not be able to be sold currently because of his injury. But if you go to sell for asking price here, then I can say, hey, this is how much I want for him in the same vein as I was doing earlier, and just see if anyone wants to pop in for him. We beat Bordeaux 2-0 thanks to Salah and Mane. Our first big target that I want to identify here is Lille's Jonathan David. Very, very promising young striker, only 10.5 million. But you're going to see how haggling is very difficult as well in Football Manager. Teams overrate their players hugely. And so I was thinking that only 10.5 million, young, promising, very good striker. So I'm thinking, okay, off the bat, we'll offer £5 million and we will add in Divock Origi and see what they've got to say for it. Origi's just down there. We will add him in as an exchange and then suggest terms to Lille, and they'll just straight up tell me it's unacceptable. So I'll up the offer a touch and just send the offer, and we'll hear back from them in a few days. We beat Rayo Vallecano 5-2, goal from Salah, Mane, Wijnaldum, Alexander-Arnold and Diogo Jota at the end there. 3-0 against Frankfurt, it's Mane and 2 for Mohamed Salah. PSG complete the signing of Jorginho Wijnaldum. 34 million goes into the bank. I think we get all of it as transfer budget as well, which is very nice. Now, Lille are fighting and fighting hard. I'm adding lots of clauses, adding more and more money, and they are being difficult. 5-0 against Stuttgart, 2 for Salah, 1 for Jones, Matip and Shaqiri. Still here. They've turned down £30 million and add-ons and a sell-on clause, up to 35 million now. And now they're just saying 100 million. It's absolutely ridiculous the state of what clubs try to get for their players in FM21 and in FM in general. I'm going to go for one last punt of 35 million, and they've said no again. So we've moved on to Odsonne Edouard of Celtic, £20 million. Celtic don't want to comment immediately. So I'm going to add a little extra clause to entice them and just send that offer. We are into our very first game now. It is Arsenal in the Community Shield. We start off with an Ødegaard corner. It's headed away by James Milner, and there is a counter-attack on for Mohamed Salah. You see the team is at the bottom there. It will be displayed for you at all times. As Salah finds Mane, and Mane finishes off a brilliant counter-attack. We lead 1-0 at Wembley. You're always going to be able to see the team down there, so I don't need to run through who I picked for each individual game. I'm going to leave that up at the bottom so you can see, and you can see the standard tactics that I've got in place there as well. But going 1-0 up in the Community Shield is obviously very, very nice to see. And very quickly, we're going to get ourselves another highlight here as Jones sweeps the ball wide for Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Of course, lethal delivery. Will he show it here? He's at the byline. Oh, he's got it through to Salah. Salah might go all the way here. It's saved. Second chance. And Salah puts it in for 2-0 to Liverpool. An assist for the first one with Mane. A brilliant solo goal for the second. And with only 5 minutes gone, Arsenal are 2-0 down at Wembley. And we are flying high on the way to winning the Community Shield to kick off the season very, very nicely. Through all those bodies, Salah scores. Referee reprimanding Thomas Partey there for giving away a foul. Alexander-Arnold over this free kick. It's in his territory. Alexander-Arnold, oh, smashes the post there and launched away by Ceballos. Adrian with a goal kick for Liverpool. The game has gone pretty much exactly as we would want. Got to keep an eye on the fitness of players. They really do get knackered when you're playing the Liverpool style of football, the gegenpress, the aggressive football. But Jones here gonna not care about how much fitness he's got and just keep going all the way through. Robertson evades a challenge. Gets to the byline. Puts it across, and then Firmino, oh, gets saved by Ryan Just. It's not great defending from Arsenal again. Robertson has this corner. All the way across for Firmino. It's going to come out for Bellerin, and a potential counter for Arsenal. Ødegaard. Trent's going to go to meet him. And oh, it was a good challenge, wasn't it? He's got a free kick out of it. Bellerin with this throw-in for Arsenal. They do need to come at us a bit more in this second half. Bellerin's going to go all the way through there and just pokes it wide from a tight angle. Lots of bodies in the way. It wasn't going to be easy. Mane going all the way back to Adrian. Joe Gomez now. Played a nice game today, Liverpool. Following my instructions to the letter, doing very well. Going to tell them to fire up a bit though, because they've been a bit slow in this second half. I want to see a bit more energy. And Robertson running at Bellerin, I think, and it trickles all the way through for Matt Ryan. A few subs being made now as Curtis Jones finds Mane with a brilliant pass, and Mane does not miss them. It's a terrible kick out from Matt Ryan. Let's take a second look. Ryan there booting it out. Straight to Matip, heads it to Jones. Incredible ball from Curtis Jones, and Mane finds the back of the net. Love that little arm punching celebration, it's so good. Arsenal kick off, and we are straight into another highlight. There have not been many for Arsenal, that's fair to say, I think. But the lads are doing really, really well. I do expect to have a good season. We are one of the best teams in world football, as Lacazette is offside, thankfully. I thought it was quite clearly offside there. We are one of the best teams in world football, and I expect us to be challenging on all fronts in the major competitions and doing very, very well. Here's Emile Smith-Rowe for Arsenal. Back to Xhaka. Finds a lot of space for Hector Bellerin to run into. Bellerin holds it up, goes back for Willian, and it's pretty comfortably wide. It wasn't great, was it? We are now into 1 minute remaining of injury time. Gomez cleared it there. Hold on to this clean sheet, boys. Alexander-Arnold with the header. Shaqiri's not going to get there. David Luiz does instead. Emerson. Looks like Arsenal, they love their Chelsea rejects to Arsenal, don't they? Here's Emil Smith-Rowe. Trent does enough. Here is Emerson. Across it comes for Nketiah. Lays it off for Cedric Suarez. And he smashed the base of the post. Very unlucky for the Arsenal fullback there. Thomas Partey now has a chance. It's pinballing around and goes out for a Liverpool goal kick with only 20-ish seconds to play of the added time. Adrian going to go short for Joel Matip. Fabinho, who's got a bit of a knock, which is why he didn't get the start today. Jota on the left. Maybe there is one more chance in this for Liverpool. A chance for a fourth. Jota going all the way, then hits a pretty tame one toward Matt Ryan. Pretty easy for him to gather it. And surely the seconds are almost up for Arsenal here. We've played 25 seconds over the allotted injury time. Smith Rowe fancies a go at Trent. Does not beat him. And the full-time whistle has gone. We start off the season with a Community Shield victory against Arsenal. Lovely to see. And hopefully our season is not as injury-ridden and disastrous as Liverpool's was in real life. Before we really brought it back at the end and finished third. Somehow we finished third. Incredible. Give Klopp whatever he wants for the rest of his life. Sensational stuff, really. Champions form at the beginning, champions form at the end, relegation in the middle. But to finish third with the fourth best defence as well, with our 18 or 20 different centre-back partnerships and all comps that we had, is insane. I promise it's not going to be that hectic in this. Oh, lovely little cartwheel there from Adrian as we parade the Community Shield around. I promise it's not going to be that OTT. And there's a great rating in there for Mane, who gets the big one there. Odds for player of the season in the Premier League. De Bruyne and Kane lead the way with Mane and Salah in third and fourth, with Aguero and Son bringing up the rear. 2 for City, 2 for Spurs, 2 for Liverpool. Fair enough. Last season, of course, Henderson won it. On the way to winning the title, we have had our bid accepted from Celtic. A squad player he will be. Odsonne Edouard, 22-year-old French promising striker. A 5-year deal, 75k. Sure, we can come to terms on this pretty comfortably. There we go. Look, he doesn't want to argue with me too much. He wants the Liverpool move. And we have everything agreed with Edouard. To have young player of the season, Trent leads the way. Pulisic, Odegaard, Mount, Foden, Havertz. Be interesting of which of them does very, very well. We beat Napoli 1-0 while everyone was on international duty, thanks to Divock Origi. You can see that Edouard has officially become a Liverpool player. Look at those lovely stats there for the young man. We are going to look at his squad number here, what we can give him. There's not a lot available in the low numbers. 18, no, 18 is Taki's number, so he's not having that. Minamino will have that when he returns. We'll get number 16. Our first Premier League game is against Crystal Palace as Matip knocks it down for Mo Salah. A brilliant Trent free kick is knocked down by Joel Matip. And we lead 1-0 in the Premier League against Crystal Palace. Lovely little cushioned header from Joel there. Kick-off of the second half. Fabinho has a booking. I have to be a bit careful in this second half. Here's Mo Salah. Mo Salah with a nice switch to find Sadio Mane. Robertson and Trent I expect to be just as good as they always are in real life. Banging in the crosses, providing as Mane kicks it straight at Kouyate. Alexander-Arnold with a throw in here. It's a 1-2 with Salah. Henderson. Trent. Straight back into Henderson. Across for Firmino. Gets the turn and places it in that bottom corner. Brilliant on the turn there, Bobby. A standing forward. It's not a forward roll, is it? Because it didn't go forward. But it was a roll, nonetheless, from Firmino. Henderson with the assist here. Firmino controlling it, turning it, smacking it in. Odds on Edouard is on for his Liverpool debut now. Going off is Firmino after scoring. That's a bit of a horror pass from Eze. Klein under pressure has made a meal of it. And Edouard! Edouard scores! It must be his first touch. His first touch in a Liverpool shirt is a goal. It starts off with this horrible back pass from Eze. Klein in all sorts of bother, doesn't look, straight onto the forehead of Edouard. We lead 3-0 and Robertson delivers this corner. It's headed away by Wilfried Zaha. Robertson just about gets it through for Mane. Robertson again into Edouard. Oh, almost had two. Just went wide, that one. Palace just want a bit of possession now. It was not a good performance from them defensively. Nothing to speak of offensively either. Sakho. Former Liverpool man, of course. MacArthur. Horror pass to James Milner. And Liverpool have possession back. No need to rush it. Adrian finds Joe Gomez now. Liverpool just easing their way through the rest of this game now. The game is well and truly won. Keep that clean sheet. James Milner's going to find Mane though. Oh, Mane skips in past Klein. And Mane at a tight angle. Hits it straight into the gloves of Guaita. Salah and Henderson combining. Nice ball from Henderson to find Mane. Skips away from Klein again to Sadio Mane. Goes for Robertson. Fabinho back to Robertson. Combines with Fabinho. Keeps going. And again. Henderson switches it for Salah into Edouard. Oh, it's crashed against the crossbar. And away by Sakho. Edouard is hungry for Liverpool goals today. Looks like it is all over. We win our first Premier League game 3-0. A phenomenal rating in there for Matip and for Robertson being the joint mans of the match. Firmino, their lovely news, has become a British citizen as Joel Matip has got himself into the team of the week after a great performance. We've drew Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup, and that should be a nice game to switch things around a little bit. We play Newcastle in our second Premier League game as this free kick comes in. Ryan Fraser's picked it up again for Newcastle. Not been much of note as of yet, but Fraser goes past Fabinho and it's into Wilson. It's blocked and away. You see that Alexander-Arnold, Matip and Fabinho, three defensive players, have already picked up yellow cards, but Firmino could be in here for Liverpool. It's straight at Darlow after the mistake from the Newcastle keeper. Carl Darlow there with a horrendous goal kick. Firmino finds himself in, but he can't quite make anything of it. It is a Liverpool corner though. Salah delivers towards Jones, but it does get cleared away. Alisson Maximam on the counter, a player I would love to bring into Liverpool if I can one day. Almiron. Robertson does really well. Into the second half, Manquillo, former Liverpool man of course, with the throw-in to Ryan Fraser. Fraser, oh, what on earth is this? And Almiron has scored for Newcastle. Who on earth was that just stood there and watched that happen? Was it Gomez? I think it's Joe Gomez. No, I don't think that's Gomez. He'd be a bit too far out of position. I can't quite see who it is. But he ends up in the back of the net for Newcastle. Shaqiri with a quick free kick. Jota! Oh, it's comfortably over in the end. Darlow with this goal kick for Newcastle. Time ticking away for Liverpool. I did not expect to be under this kind of pressure. I did a test run of about 15 games of Football Manager before I started this up. I won 14 and only drew once to Man City. Like, it was ridiculous. I was unstoppable. I was winning 5-0 left, right and centre. But now Matip has to get that right. I've been already booked. But now we're struggling to beat Newcastle. I signed a young lad from Northampton, Caleb Chukwuemeka. And he was banging goals off the bench. And now we can't even get one on target at the moment, as it comes all the way through for Fraser, who beats Adrian at the near post. Oh dear. We're losing 2-0 to Newcastle. I don't even know what it's like to lose on Football Manager 2021. Jamal Lewis all the way across there for Ryan Fraser. It's in the back of the net. A very, very poor performance. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. I mean, I'll have a go at them. Why not? It's full time. We lose 2-0 to Newcastle with Robertson being our best man. We now move on to the cup tie against Bournemouth. I expect a lot more from the lads today. Good chance for some others to play here as Robertson can deliver one into Jota, and it's Salah. Oh, and it's blocked on the line. You can see their starts for Nico Williams, Ozan Kabak, Edouard in there as well. Jota getting his first start as well. There's a good chance for a few players to play their way into the team. But the ball over the top, or Kabak just launching that one away, thankfully. And Nico Williams is on the ball here. Here is Mo Salah. Want to see a good bit from him today. We're doing our best to copy our Newcastle performance at the moment. Jesus, here's Lloyd Kelly. Forward for Surridge, who wins that header against Kabak. And Requiem finds him. Oh, and he forces a save from Adrian. Salah with a phenomenal first time ball through. But it's a little bit too over here, and Travers can't gather it for Bournemouth. We're already deep into the second half. Nothing of note to show you at all. We've now got another chance on the ball here. Great ball from Salah, and Diogo is in. And we finally break the deadlock. Diogo Jota for Liverpool scores. About time. Salah trying that ball over the top twice in a matter of moments here. Second one is inch perfect for Jota. Phenomenal touch. And slots it past the keeper. Robbo with a throw into Mane. It's a bit loose, but we'll come for Robertson. Fabinho back to Robbo. What a ball from Andy Robertson! And Odsonne Edouard has his second Liverpool goal. Andy Robertson, take a bow. That cross is ridiculously good from Andy Robertson. An early cross from Robertson. Perfect, just absolutely perfect to get in behind, and a quality first time finish from Edouard. Jack Stacey with this throw in for Bournemouth, who will be looking for Championship promotion after Premier League relegation this season, I'm sure. Adrian launches one forward, goes all the way to Chris Mepham, and back for Travers, who under pressure will have to launch it away. Won by Joel Matip there. Mepham into Danjuma. Danjuma now running through. Trent's there with him. Trent gets there at the second time of asking. He's still got it though, Danjuma. In it comes. And Matip can clear it. Carter Vickers into Lewis Cook now. Straight at Robertson, and Robertson's clearance lands straight to Edouard. He takes on Mepham, he's beaten Mepham. He takes on the other, he's beaten him too. And Edouard slots it under Travers. It's another Robbo assist for another Edouard goal. What a goal that is as well from Edouard. It is Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0. Robertson with a clearance that turns into the most brilliant pass. Look at how he goes past Mepham. Past 2. And into the back of the net. What a signing he's already turning out to be. Lerma. Bournemouth kick off with just a few minutes to play. Travers, the goalkeeper. Launching it, give a bit of praise to the team. Anthony trying to get through here. The Bournemouth holds it up to find Lloyd Kelly at left back. Alexander-Arnold with the block there. And now Salah could go on an adventure of his own. Skipping past one. Salah's in here. Salah. Oh, he should score that, Mo Salah. Disappointing finish from such a top player. Travers playing this one forward. It's a Requiem cut out by Ozan Kabak, who has been pretty decent today, to be fair to him. Salah could be in for another opportunity here. Oh, cut out. Good defending. Salah's still got the ball though. Finds Alexander-Arnold with the deflection. Across it comes, and it's too close to Travers into the grateful gloves after he's been beaten 3 times in this second half. It could come again here as Kabak wins the header. Milner can play it to Salah. He's got another opportunity, Salah. And it's saved this time. Damn. Not Mo Salah's day in front of the Bournemouth goal, it's fair to say. Shaqiri will take this corner as the seconds die down. It's going to be headed away out toward Mane. Rico tackles Mane. And there's the full-time whistle. 3-0 in the end. A phenomenal performance. A 9 from Robbo. And that is it then. Thank you so much for watching. As I've said, this is a work in progress. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be doing things with this series yet. But please do leave any feedback you have. Leave any comments. Leave likes. Subscribe if you haven't. Please let me know what you think went well and what didn't, if you're enjoying this series or not, because I'm really excited to finally do some Football Manager content and get better at that Football Manager content as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoy this series, and I really hope to see you for the next one.